Hello everyone, my name is Kelvin and I'm the owner of Retrotronics USA, based in Indiana, and I want to introduce you to our newest product, which is called Vetus Pars. It is a retro chip tester, and I'm going to talk a little bit now about how to use it, how it works, and some things like that. I'm not going to go into really long detail about it. I just want to give you a quick overview. You will be able to order it at retrotronics.com. It's ROTRONIKS.com. And you can maybe see it there. I don't know. Yeah, right there you can see the that's how it's spelled. Anyway, it's kind of expensive, but it's got a kind of lot of stuff on it, and I spent a long time developing it. So it's hopefully time to benefit. Like I said, you can order from the website. It will be available in the US on Amazon and most of the world on eBay and from the website. So there's that. So let's go over it a little bit. I'm going to go ahead. This is what you will be getting, a black one. See, Indiana. I do like my state. So that's it. Oh, I can go over some stuff here. This is the connector for the ZIF socket. It comes with a regular 40-pin ZIF socket testing board. There will also be other ones available for special case chips that, for instance, need like, for instance, some that might need different voltages and things like that, because this deals with 5-volt chips, retro chips, but some of those older chips need like 12 volts and negative 5 volts and things like that. So there will be other boards available. They're not available yet, but they will be soon. And as you can see, it uses an STM32. This is the 70B. So again, this is the ZIF socket connector, and this is this display connector. I made them separate so that there would be more room on the board for one, and to make it easier if anyone wanted to make a case. I designed a case. But I don't think it's good, but it's hard to print. So I don't think it's, and if I gave it to people to make changes to, it would probably be a mess because I use Blender, and the way I do it is I do a lot of with Blender I use a lot of Boolean cuts and things like that, and it ends up not really being editable later. So I can maybe put it out if someone wants to try it, but I mean, it looks cool. It works pretty well. I mean, I've made them, but not my forte. Anyway, so what else we have here is let's see, a USB-C here. This is, oh, and down here we also have the SWD JTAG pins, so you can make, if you, for instance, don't want to use USB, or if something goes wrong and you need to, it's an emergency, you bricked the board or something like that, you can throw on a programmer, and you can re-upload the software if for some reason you can't connect via USB. Speaking of which, this is the boot 2 pin. What you do is you hold this down and then turn it on. when it's connected to USB. And when you do that, that'll put it in DFU mode, and you can update the software as I make updates. And down here are your primary control buttons. There we go. Down here are the primary control buttons. The button 1 is generally a back button. Button 2 here is generally the OK button. And button 3 here is generally the when there's a list of items to scroll down. That's about it. Everything else on here is, well, there's a reset as well, and this is a brightness control. But I don't know if anyone really needs that, but I put it on there anyway. Yeah, that's the main parts of it, rather other than, you know, all the details of how it works and all that. So it's pretty neat. I'm really happy with it. It's pretty cool. You can make your own tests. So let's talk about that. So I went ahead and put that one away. This is the one I work on at my desk. It's a little bit older. There's a few things on this that aren't on this that are on the newer one. But what I'm doing right now is just programming stuff, so it doesn't really matter. So I just keep this on my desk. And as you see, this is how you will set it up. So this will be your test boards. And again, like I said, there'll be different ones. In the display, you can get yourself a different display if you want, or a bigger one, or things like that. And then you'd probably want to email me or something, because I'm not giving the code out. It's not going to be that much of a, you know, like semi-open platform. But it's, yeah, I'm not going to put out there. If for nothing more than because sometimes I feel a little, how do you say, self-conscious about my code. So I don't know. I just don't want it out there. Anyway, so, but yeah, if you want a display, you can email help@retrotronics.com, and I'll see what I can do about adding whatever display you want to a different firmware, and then allow you to install it if you want a different, like a bigger display. But I would need to know which display. Anyway, so that's how you connect it, and it comes with all the connectors and all that stuff, so don't have to worry about that. And if you order it from the website, it will be significantly cheaper than if you order from Amazon or eBay, for obvious reasons. Yeah, so here I have a 74. Here I have a 74 LM 74 LS32, and I'm just going to show you it working real quick and how it works. So I'm going to record this with my phone while this camera is still on. So let me have a look here. So here is the intro, and you can go to settings if you want, and you can change the logo. You can turn it off, or you can change the speed. We'll go back here. So I'm just going to go to these chips here, and I'm going to go down to the 74LS32, and if I want, I can get info, but I'm going to go to test and click OK. Now it's testing it. Gate 1 passed. Gate 2 passed. Gate 3 passed. And gate 4 passed. And it's passed. Green. Okay. So that's it. That's how it works. I'm in the process now of programming all of the chips in, and the cool thing is if I don't have the chip to program or something and something comes up but you need a specific chip or even a specific type of test, you can make your own test, because we have here an app that I made. Okay, so we have the app here, and I'll go ahead and have my phone recording the screen as well. So we have this app here. Let's just do something real quick. Let's just call it test or whatever. It doesn't really matter. So let's just type test here. Test 111. Number of pins 14. That's fine. The 700 series. We can type whatever we want here as far as the type. Set whatever type we want. I just put unknown. Doesn't matter. And this is actually to save the file, so don't need to worry about that because we're not going to be doing that. But so let's just do some quick code here real quick. Let's just do LED on. Oops, LED on. And we'll talk more about coding later. I just want to show you what this can do. LED on. Let's do a delay, so we'll delay for 1 second. And then we'll turn LED off. We'll delay for another 1 second. And then we can just go back to the start of we can loop the whole program if we want, so we can just do that. And then all we need to do is turn on the unit. All right. And we'll go down to USB mode. Okay. So now we're in USB mode. I'm just going to I don't think you really need to have to refresh this, but I'm doing it anyway. I always do. So now we have this. It has our USB connection set here in the app. And all we gotta do now is send code, and as soon as we send the code, our screen does that. And if we click OK, we should see the light on, off, on, off, on, off. And then we'll just leave the test, and everything gets reset. And again, so if we want to test, don't have to turn anything off or anything like that. You can just start retesting. Go to 32. Go to test. And again, it's just because I have a 32 in here right now. And there you go. So yeah, that's the gist of it. I'm working on adding as many tests beforehand as I can, but like I said, you have this to do it with. So you can save the files, upload files, share them. So if you go to the website, go to the forums. This isn't out yet, so there's obviously not going to be anyone there probably, but it will be ready to go, and hopefully this week. Working on it really hard, night and day, basically. So, uh, yeah, so that will be ready. Geez, you can just test pretty much anything. Hopefully, I gotta working on the CPU, so we gotta see how that'll be. But yeah, if you decide to get one, um, and you make some good, cool test codes that you want to share with people, by all means, please do. I mean, it helps yourself, helps your buddy, and helps me too, because God knows I can't buy every chip known to man. So, or find them even. So you could have something that maybe no one really knows much about, and you could, yeah, make your own test. And that is a video that's going to be coming up soon. We're going to go over programming your own chip test for the Vetus Pars. And that is it. Thank you very much, and I hope you will give it a try, and I hope you'll enjoy it. All right, thank you.